Yo, what's up? Welcome to the channel. And yes, we're going to be talking about MrBeast and his. I don't know if they're friends anymore. I mean, I wouldn't be his friend. But Ava, Chris Tyson, and I said him or her. I don't know. But we're going to be talking about them today. First, I want to talk about MrBeast. And, you know, let's talk about my last video in the comments. Look, I like constructive criticism, 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 or comments in this case. And I'm gonna show you this from Dragon Eater 2596. This is a good constructive criticism. I'm not trying to justify what he's doing. It was just a question, like when does something good outweigh the bad or whatever. I'm not justifying it. I'm just asking a question. Look, I'm just your stupid idiot, stupid dyslexic idiot. I barely know anything. I'm dumb. I'm just a guy on the internet who likes to talk. I like to have conversations. But with that said, I'm not trying to justify what he's done or doing. I think it's really slimy. But I have another comment. I'm not gonna show this comment, but um this this person seemed he called me a PDF file for some reason. I'm not gonna show the comment or anything, but I'm trying to figure out where that came from. Like the rest of the comments, they're pretty reasonable, but I do understand it's the internet and people just pull stuff out of their butts. Like, hey, where did that come from? Now, let me know. I was thinking about just keeping it up there, but let me know if I should delete it or keep it up. I really don't know, and I really don't care. But let's get into like the actual video and talk about MrBeast and how he's cooked. Well, he's been cooked. He's well done now, and Chris he's just the frying pan. The yeah. But anyways, so MrBeast, whatever you want to call yourself. You know, I a lot of the stuff is unjustifiable. The live streams and stuff with him, it's just a lottery, and he just getting money. Like I just don't, I just don't understand like why he does this shit. Like, cause he has plenty of subscribers and he probably makes plenty of money, and he's acting like he's losing the money from selling shirts and saying like, if you buy a shirt in the next 60 seconds you get something. He doesn't. Okay, that's that's crazy. It's just like how does he get away with this stuff? Then like let's talk about the games and stuff. How they're rigged. They're just rigged and stuff. Like a lot of this is unjustifiable. Like clearly, like, and he's been getting away with it with so long. Like these people had to be like signing like contracts to not say anything. But people has came out and stuff, and I'm gonna be showing some footage from more Pegasus. Thank you, he's amazing. Go follow him. The link to his video will be down below and stuff. I like to give people shout outs. I don't care if they're smaller than me, bigger than me, if they have 100 subscribers or 10 million. I don't care. They're going to get a shout out. It's their footage, it's the work they put in, because I'm too stupid to put in work like that. It would take me forever to do that. But, yeah, people has have came out talking about like the games and stuff and everything, and it's just wild like how
Unfair teams and contestants being depressed after, MrBeast just wants to psychologically disturb people.
They eliminated 400 people the first day. Those 400 people, the majority of them were forced by the other team members to be on the specific team they were. Some were just about like physically like assaulted to be put onto one team, which ended up making it like the weakest team, since it was a lot of like elderly people, petite women, and people that just, I mean, they weren't willing to take on 6 guys that were surrounding them trying to take their vest so that they can actually be on that. Of the 400 people that left, the majority of them, I'd say at least half, are all extremely depressed. Like, MrBeast is a monster, and the games that he does are really cruel and sick. I mean, there are a lot of updates that I'm going to give. I made a video last night when I was prepared and planning on last night. It was supposed to be $1,000. That's like nothing. 4 months. It was going to take 4 months to get to me, as MrBeast and his staff knew that I was homeless and had nothing when I went on the show, and I had to buy stuff for wardrobe to be on the show. Many people, sometimes they hadn't gotten their medication for like 2 days. Some of it was like epileptic medication, like really vital, necessary medication.
so she's not the only one who's came out. I mean, it's wild how he's been getting away with this for so long. I just don't understand. Like, and look, there's more. I'll show you. Look.
People involved with the show all day. At this point, I've lost track, but I think it's nearing like 100 people who have reached out to me with their stories. Each person has their own experience and their own opinions, but overall, the stories that I'm hearing just break my heart. I have never heard of anything like this on any set. So today, I want to read a statement from another contestant who shares many of the same experiences with the other stories that I'm hearing.
Okay, that is just wild. Like, she's getting like hundreds of people coming to her with this stuff. Then we have stuff like this. Like, it's just wild. Like, I don't know, like maybe he at first, you know, MrBeast, he started off just doing like small videos, like counting to, you know, 1,000 in one video or whatever, stuff like that. Then, you know, he started showing like videos like helping people and everything. I don't know if those videos came first or like the game videos, but it's just maybe it's just the money. Like, I just feel like he's just way over his head. Like, he can't like, maybe if it was smaller, like 10, 20, 50 people maybe, you know, but he's dealing like hundreds, 200 people on his games and everything, and it's obvious that he can't handle it, but you know, he probably doesn't care because he's making a lot of money. And if you didn't know, he's coming out with a game show, the Beast Games for Amazon, and I guess he went up to 1,000 to 5,000 people. Now, I don't know if these are like separate games or different games and stuff, but that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people, and he can't even handle 100 people or whatever. Like, I guess the money really does get to you. Like, it's wild. Like, if like there's man, but that's all allegedly. Like, you know, we really don't have all the information about Beast Games and stuff, and you know, we have to take this all with a grain of salt because it is allegedly. Let me say that, because I haven't been saying that allegedly all this, but if it's like hundreds of people saying this, man, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. Allegedly, you know, all this stuff is allegedly. I hope that somebody comes in, investigates, and hopefully it's not like Mr. Beast has somebody come in, like I hope it's like the state or the, the federal government or something, because this is the big deal. Like, you know, people are barely getting fed. They're barely getting food put on, clothes put on their back. I said food, but they're barely getting food too, allegedly. It's all kinds of stuff just coming out. Like, it's just wild, man. Like, when I first made that first video on stream and everything, I didn't have all the information and all that. But seeing all these people, and that one brunette girl, I mean, she's came out a long time ago, and there's been another girl on social media who's been calling him out and everything. But he's the biggest YouTuber, so he's like the biggest YouTuber and everything. He could probably pull some strings and all that, and YouTube probably loves him. YouTube, I definitely know, like, Elon Musk loves him. It's just it's wild, bro. It's just wild. Like I said before, like I don't condone all this. I don't support it. I'm not trying to justify it or anything. But the one thing, I really don't care much about. You all might. I just don't see this part as big of a deal. It's the subscribe for a cookie, or subscribe to get this Samsung phone or whatever. I know it has some, it's like riding that gray line. It's kind of unethical, but it's like, it's free. Now I could see if he was like, join, because I don't, but all these big YouTubers and everything, they have that join button. You have to pay for that. Now that'd be a different story if he was like, join up, click that join button to get a phone or something, get a new PlayStation, Xbox or whatever, get a new car or whatever, have a chance, click that join button. That'd be a different story. But it's just click the subscribe button, which is free for everybody, and you don't even have to do it, and you can just unsubscribe if you really want to. Like after a couple days or whatever, But that's just me. I just don't find that big, as an issue, like as everything else, like the game shows, the live streams. And hold up, let's talk about like when he does stuff for people too, like building houses and giving this person a house or a car or whatever. Like being an adult, like would I really want a house or a car from him? Like, maybe, but maybe not if you actually think about it. Like, you gotta find places for these houses. Sometimes, like, these people don't even get a choice. Like, they just get surprised with a house in a random spot. Who knows? These people may have families or kids and stuff, and they might have to go to a different school now because they don't have. Yeah, they got a free house and everything, but now, like, they gotta kind of change their life a little and everything. And, like, let's talk about, the mortgage and the property that you have to pay for to stay on that house. Like, it's a lot to that. Like, just giving somebody something that costs a lot of money, like, it's not that helpful. Like, even with a car, like, you may not think, like, a new car, especially like if you would give somebody like a, what are we, 2024, like a 2024 car. Sorry, I can't talk, but you gotta think about the insurance and stuff, and if that person can even drive, like, have a license, if they even have a license, like, it's a lot. And I guarantee you, like, nobody just I mean, asked. Like, I bet they don't even ask these people like if they want this stuff, or I mean, they probably do, but they probably don't go like into it, like what kind of car you want. Do you want an older car or whatever? Like, and you gotta talk, and you gotta think about like the repairs and everything. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, I can't afford a car. Like, if you would give me a car, I could probably not in I probably couldn't afford. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. I probably couldn't afford the insurance. I couldn't afford to fix it if it broke down or something. Like if I got, some flat tires or something happened to the engine, or, if something happened to the car, I couldn't afford it. So that'd just be a waste. Like, I think the best option for stuff like that, just give him money. Like, I mean, he does give people money, but mostly like in game shows and stuff. And we all know how that goes. Like, most of it's people he knows or people who are working for him and stuff. But, like, you know, giving somebody a house or a car or something, especially a new one, it has to be so much pain on that person's part. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, people have sold their stuff, like the cars he gave away, they've sold them. The houses he's gave away, they've sold it, because it's not in their means to keep this stuff. Like they probably have stuff in their life that they can't afford all this stuff and keep up with it. Like, if he would come to me talking about he's gonna give me a house, I'd be like, where? I'd be like, that's not gonna work. How much? Okay, how much is the, like the, look, I'm not smart, but I know like you have to pay for like the land and stuff in the city and everything. Like, how much is that gonna cost? Like, how much is this stuff gonna cost? I'd be like, no, can you just give me some money at least? Like, that would help me out a lot more, because down the line, MrBeast, I'm just gonna have to sell this stuff because I can't afford to keep it, you know. But look, I'm not trying to make this video too long, not like an hour or anything. So let's get into the Ava Chris Tyson, since somebody wants to call me. Somebody wants to say, oh, I'm I'm like a broke Chris or whatever. That's fucking wild. I still don't know where that comment came from. Just pulled it out of his butt. But man, like, I feel like anything like talking to young people or kids or anything, like, it's bad. Like, it's just bad. Like, that's one reason I I don't want to make like content that like kids really like. Like, kids aren't gonna watch my videos or anything. Like, and I'm happy because I don't want young kids to watch my videos, and I'm not gonna contact any kids or anything. So it's just weird. And the same thing, like, with Dr. Disrespect too. I had to bring him up real quick because I never really talked about it, but that's bad. But I feel like the Ava thing is like the Dr. Disrespect stuff is bad. But I feel like the Ava stuff is even worse. Like, buying those pictures from that guy on Twitter and stuff, and him drawing stuff of Keemstar's kid and stuff. It's just weird. Like, and Chris Ava or whatever had it hanging up just right there in plain view. I don't think that picture that he had hanging up was the one of Keemstar's kid, but he still had one of those pictures that the guy drew on his wall. Like, I just don't know. It's just weird. You know, I found the whole Drake thing like when I first heard about that like years back. I'm when he was talking to Millie Bobby Brown. Weird. Oh, what did she say? Oh, he just gives me advice on boys. It's nothing like that. It's still weird. He was like in his mid 30s, late 30s, or something like that, and she was like 14. Like, that is just weird, bro. I just don't get the whole like. I just don't get it. Like a lot of these guys, they can get women of their age, you know, maybe older. Dr. Disrespect, he had a wife. I mean, I don't. Does he still have a wife? I don't know if she divorced him, but he had a wife. Chris, he had a wife and stuff, and I just don't get it. Like it's so weird, man. Like I just don't get it at all with the whole and makes it even worse, especially on Mr. Beast's part. Like, he had to know about this. Like, all this was public. Like, it was tweets and stuff, like stuff, and some of the stuff was in Discord and everything. And he had to know about it. Like, bro, lay down. But I just don't get it. Like I just don't see how I just can't say how guys talk to young people, because it's women do it too. I just don't get it. Personally, I want somebody my age or older. I've been with a lot of women like older than me. Like it may be like how's that look on their part, but I don't care. I like older women. I can't I can't stand people really, my age, and I really can't stand younger people. I mean, like looking at them like that or dating them. I can't. No, not for me at all. But older. I like people older. Because they're just more calm. They know their self. I'm not looking to groom anyone at all. That's not me. It's probably, I mean, a lot of y'all probably feel that way. Like, grooming is weird and it's disgusting and it's bad. Like, and a lot of people, I see a lot of people on YouTube and streaming is like to do that stuff. Like, you don't have anybody your age or older in your inbox. But I see a lot. I see it a lot with like, these people like who have like young audience. I just don't get it, man. I don't keep saying it because I don't get it at all, and I don't want to get it. But oh yeah, I forgot. Let me say this is all allegations, okay? But you have multiple people coming out talking about Ava and showing screenshots and everything. Like, I'm trying to get better at this whole like this talking and using the right words. And yes, I keep forgetting to use allegations and stuff like that, because what is what I'm looking for is not 100% or whatever. A lot of people can go out and say stuff about people, and I see that firsthand with the comment with my last video about MrBeast and everything. Like, that guy just said what he said, and it's like, where did that come from? And I don't know if I said it at the beginning, but I asked if I should delete the comment or just keep it up. I don't know, but don't go attack that person. I don't condone that or anything. Don't attack anyone. I don't like that. But it was just a random comment, and all this stuff can they could not like Ava Tyson or Chris Tyson, you know. So all this is allegations on Ava's part and MrBeast's part, but for me, I don't care if they're allegations or not. I don't like none of this stuff at all. Not one bit. It's just MrBeast is just. I don't want to be harsh, but it's low. It's very low, and for Ava, like, it's disgusting, gross, and out of pocket. Like, no, not at all. No. This is so weird. But with that said, I'm out. I like to have good, constructive criticism in my comments and on my live stream, which if you're watching the video, I'm probably live right now. I'll go live every Tuesday through Friday, around 3 to 8, something like that. Just talking, playing games and everything. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. I mean, there's probably more, but I don't want to make this video too long because we all know they're both cooked. They're burnt. They're burnt by now. Yeah. I'll see you next time.